Getting ready to
And
go
here we
racing.
are, lined up on the back straightaway, ready to roll for tonight's main event, a 30 lap shootout, not a 30 lap shootout here at Daytona. And get these guys rolling here in a second. Should be a fun time. Everyone wants bragging rights. There's so many people watching. They want to look cool on TV. So
Getting ready to roll off here. 9 cars battling for one victory here at the Daytona International Speedway, the inaugural NR 2003 Next Gen Mod Race. First of its kind. Will never be another like it. Getting ready to roll off and get underway.
until they make a new car in 5 years.
Be quiet, Ricky. Tyler Mail and Mikey Murata going to roll off on row number 1. Randall Coleman, Nathan Chiani, row number 2. Row 3, it's going to be James Hodge in the 22 and the 25 of Ken Squires. Row 4, it's going to be Mr. Thomas Philbrick. And then the 15 of Matt Watkins. Rounding out your field, Noah Lefty Sweet in the 21. So take 7 and multiply it by 3. Pace car makes the hard left turn down the pit lane. Control of the field given to Tyler Mallon. He waits to see the green flag. Down and away we go. Green flag here from Daytona. I was going to say that outside line was looking really, really good to start this race. Now starting to fall off as the numbers have swapped to the bottom. Mikey Murata leading that line. Now Hodge going to go to the outside in that number 22 Honda Accord.
Mikey Murata still leading here, but I think Tyler Mallon's not going to be content with riding around. James Hodge, same thing. You saw him looking around. Again, small grouping as Hodge goes to the bottom, Mallon goes to the top. I can't do my P's and Q's tonight, but Mallon goes up high. They're going to be side by side coming to the line. Mikey Murata leads that lap, but now the 81's going to get a push from the 21 right behind him of Noah Sweet.
They're trying to figure out a way. Now, if this race gets strung out like we're seeing right now, for too long, it's going to make it even harder to make that pass for the lead because everyone kind of starts losing a little bit of faith in each other, right? Hey, if I make a move, this guy's just going to try to freight train me on the bottom. We're seeing that right now. Coleman went to the outside, the 22 of Hodge went to the inside, got underneath him, took
Right
the
now,
position.
Tyler Mallon kind of trying to split top and bottom, but he's let the 22 get in underneath the 21. Noah Sweet. Oh,
Big
Mallon
block.
shuts the door on Hodge. But Tyler Mallon, without his drafting partner now, still has the lead. Coming through turn 2, coming down the back straightaway. He's got Randall Coleman on the back bumper. Tyler Mallon's got James Hodge on the back bumper of his machine. Just in a dead heat here. Who can pull ahead? 21's got it right now by just... Oh, he's a fender short of clearing him. But Randall Coleman is not letting up from that 21 Ford Mustang. Chassis Zero puts in some... Chassis Zero has some weird physical properties with these cars in terms of how they handle. And the setups kind of have to get very weird to account for that. And right now, probably interesting what they're racing out there right now. But as we're talking about that, James Hodge of the 22 getting a push for the 25, gets around the 21 and Noah Sweet. So Sweet now dropping back. Mikey Murata now making a charge on that 21 for the 3rd spot.
I'm going to say, as you put half the folks at home to sleep, we had a pass for the lead. Sweet now falling back to 4th. Hodge out front, he's the Honda guy, getting that Honda out front right now, Ricky. Can he stay there?
Yeah, really trying to put that, give old Brembo there some attention. The one track where you're really not using brakes. So a good time to advertise brakes. But James Hodge holding a good lead right now on these guys. Everyone else kind of just having to scramble to try to catch up with him. Coming up here on 11 laps to go in this race. James Hodge still leading, but right now the 23 of Thomas Philbrick starting to get a push from Randall Coleman, Tyler Mallon, the 5 of Nathan Chiani starting to set up that high line. Hodge is going to want this race. He's going to have to work for it here as they come across the line. Takes lap 20 of 30. 11 laps to go here at Daytona. Can James Hodge hang on to this? They're not going to stay single file here for very long. That 25 of Ken Squires looking pretty good right now in that position. Oh, he gets loose, and there goes the 21 onto the apron. Tyler Mallon goes with him. They all save it. I don't know how they hung on to that, Joe. Randall Coleman gets almost stuck in the middle there. They all filter out. Watch this. They're all going to coordinate right back together here. If anyone wants to make a good charge to that high line, this is going to be it. You see the 25 going up high. 21 goes down low. 25 gets a little tight. Tyler Mallon's pushing that 21 and Noah Sweet hard. Are they going to make a move on this 22 when they get to him? Sweet looks high. Sweet's looking high. But they're not going to be able to do it just yet. Here comes Tyler Mallon right back where they started. sniffing down that leader. Started on pole. Malin's seen the front so many times, and I would think that they want it back here in a few minutes before this race ends out. But James Hodge really doing everything he can to block these guys right now without blocking these guys. You know, just taking their line away. Make sure that they can't get a nose underneath him, or anyone can get a nose underneath him here.
And that's where if you're Tyler Mellon, you start doing the fake right, go left as he does there down into one, can't get it done.
You just see James Hodge gets a really good run into the turn there. Actually helps him gap out on these guys just a little bit, but the problem is when you do that, everyone else gets a huge suck up. Watch this, Tyler Mellon's going to get a huge head of steam with Randall Coleman right behind him. We'll see what Mellon does. Mellon's going to go high. He's going to go high in the 22. He's going to try racing him into turn 3 here. He's got a fender on him.
Gonna have the outside. He's gonna have help from Randall Coleman. Coleman thought about going back down to the bottom. Noah Sweet fills that hole. They're side by side for first and third at the front of the field. Everyone else, though, on the bottom.
They're gonna start racing very close here. Tyler Mellon right there with the 22. Got the big push from Randall Coleman. Everyone's starting to filter up to that high line. They got the 5, Joe. Tyler Mellon to the outside as they come across the line for 4 laps to go. Tyler Mellon, James Hodge, side by side coming down the front straightaway.
And look, they're starting to give each other less and less room. I mean, hey man, that's an interesting proposition. Still side by side down into turns 1 and 2. Mellon really hugging the door of Hodge there. Mikey Murata dips to the bottom.
Yeah, but Randall Coleman's going to give Mellon a big shot here down the back straightaway. That should help him out until the 5 gets to him. Mellon is staying even with this 22 right now. Here comes the 5 and Nathan Keani. You start to see him come into the picture. 22, James Hodge going to pull back ahead. The 21 starting to gap that 25 of Ken Squires, so that's going to hurt their line a little bit if they're not all grouped up like I was talking about. No, Tyler Mellon's really trying to make a charge with Randall Coleman. Nathan Keani into the outside ball, pretty wide in the back, but they still roll to the outside of the 22. Tyler Mellon.
I thought Hodge was going to get put 3 wide there for the lead. He was about to fall into that sucker hole, like you said. 3 laps to go, now 2.5 as we come off of turn number 2.
Joe, they're getting so close. If they touch fenders, they're going through the turn. Does James Hodge is going to go up top and take that high line? If they touch fenders, someone's going to go up to that wall. These cars don't like, in NR, these cars don't like touching that much. But Tyler Mellon starting to fall right behind James Hodge. He's got to duck to the bottom, leave Randall Coleman out to dry. Tyler Mellon going to try jumping back to the high line. That slingshot can't work. But he's going to go for the middle. He's going to drop to the bottom right underneath the 22. And
he's on the apron. On the apron, going to lose a little steam, but going to stay to the bottom. 2 laps to go. Hodge, they make contact.
They go into the outside wall. They stay.
Oh, my goodness. They're wrecking.
Spinning.
Matt Watkins around. Thomas Philbrook around.
This is going to be the race to the finish. Can James Hodge hang on to this? Randall Coleman, Mikey Murata side by side right behind him. Who can pull it off? Is it Randall or is it Mikey?
They're going to be side by side for the second position. James Hodge loves what he's seeing in his rear view. Side by side for second is always good when you're the leader. Mikey and Randall make contact for the position. Squires turns the 25 or the 9. He's
Mikey
around.
He's going to be making a run on the 22 here. Can he get to him? It doesn't look like it. James Hodge is going to hang on to it.